Hey guys, Katrina here as ever really. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm going to have an attempt at make some cinnamon rolls for the EDS Great British Baking Challenge. Unfortunately, I don't have my gimbal because idiot here forgot to charge it. But these things happen, so I will just be recording it on my new camera. So enjoy. I've almost forgot to mention that I will be using the recipe from wellplated.com. I will include a link to it in the description. Right, to start off with, I need my pastry and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which needs to be melted. So I'm going to do that now. Ow, nice and hot. Then I'd fight with the pastry to get it out of the packet. Nice and flat. Next, I need 1/3 of a cup of light or dark brown sugar. There we go. Sure, it's nice and level to get it right. One, out. Out! Max, out! And by the way, I've already put the oven on to preheat. The only thing with this recipe is the instructions or the temperature for the oven was in Fahrenheit and I had to change it to Celsius, but it's nothing too big. It says on this recipe that you can add pecans as well, but I don't like pecans, so I'm not going to bother with them. Dogs, who would have them? He's just after trying to open the door there. Never teach your dog to open the door. I've also to add some white sugar as well and then cinnamon. I could only get cinnamon sticks, but I just ground them up in the coffee grinder and that'll do me just fine. It all does the same thing. Now for a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sure, that's too much, but anyway, it'll do. And then I'm just going to put the lid back on the cup and shake it. Sort of mix it all together. It says to roll this sheet of pastry into a 10-inch square, but this was already rolled anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush this sheet all the way to the edges with half of the melted butter, leaving the border on all sides. God, my brush is falling apart. Just smeared on with my finger because my brush fell apart. And next up to put the sugar on. I'm going to use this for this to sort of even it out a bit. Just says to add half, so just taking a wild guess here. I bet this turns out to be a disaster, but we're only still give it a try anyway. Now to roll it up. I'm going to trim off about 1/2 inch from the end. Seems rather wasteful, but I'm going to tidy it up at least. And then I have to separate the roll into equal pieces. This is so that it goes on to the baking tin. And now for the rolls to go on the pre-lined baking tin. I have to put them on spiral side up. If you can see there, if this will focus, there's a spiral in each roll where I've rolled it up. So just to set them gently. the brush fell apart when I was making this, so I'm having to go through each one and pull all the little bristles out. Can only happen to me. I'm sure this would get me a wooden spoon anyway. And now into the oven they go for 18 to 20 minutes. That's them out of the oven. They smell lovely. Now, whilst these are cooling, I'm going to make the glaze. Fairly missed the gimbal, although I don't think this video was meant to go well for some reason. For the glaze, I need 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of milk. So, get that out. Sorry about the dishwasher humming away in the background, but I'll try and remove that as best as I can in post. Then for the milk, and then I'll give it a whisk together, provided I don't still have the milk everywhere. I'm just going to use a fork to whisk this together. There's no point in using the big mixer. Right, these are now cooled down sufficiently. The instructions say to just drizzle the glaze on. Thank goodness it does, because I don't have any more brush. It says to do it a teaspoon at a time, but we shall see. Don't forget that this recipe is for more rolls than this. I could only get 1 roll of pastry, so I don't have the strength to make my own, so these will have to do. I like lots of glaze anyway, so I love my cinnamon rolls always sticky. I used to work in Tesco's years ago, and they used to make lovely rolls there. Alright, let's go into the living room and try this out. It smells gorgeous. Well, I hope you like my new throw. Someone sent it to me through the Reddit Mood Rooms gift exchange. As I said before, they've been doing gift exchanges throughout the lockdown, or lockdowns as it is in the case of the UK, just to give everybody something to do. But I really like it. It's zebra print and there's a lovely texture to it as well. But anyway, let's get on and try this. I know you're not having any, Mr. Max, you're already causing enough trouble. That is gorgeous. I wish you could smell this. It is absolutely, I love cinnamon rolls. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to get on here before anything else bad happens. If you like this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up, comment and subscribe by clicking below. And remember to hit the notification bell, as YouTube does not notify you when I upload a video unless you hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.